Today's reading was inspired by a question I once asked myself. Why did I begin looking forward to the silent treatment? The answer surprised me. It wasn't because I wanted distance. It was because distance had become the only place I felt emotionally safe. If you've ever experienced that feeling, let's explore what the cards reveal about why silence can begin to feel like peace and what your soul is ready to reclaim. Thank you so much for joining me today. I want to remind everyone that this is a collective reading. So some things may resonate with you, some things may not resonate with you. Please use your discernment and take what resonates and leave the rest. Sorry, I can't do a proper shuffle on these cards, but they have been shuffled. They're so stiff that when I try to shuffle them, they bend. So I just won't do that. All right, so let's get started. What do we need to know about you, the collective, in this moment? Unseen. Okay. Connections, partnerships, relationships. We have self-sabotage. Driving is hidden. Someone's foundation is recklessness and humiliation. Okay. Someone is feeling unseen. Unseen. And this is in the position of you, viewer. This is what it feels like when you've been given the silent treatment. Literally, you feel unseen. That card is pretty self-explanatory. In the second position, we have self-sabotage. The second position is about the other person. It's about your connections, your partnerships, your relationships. Okay? So these are people who are insecure. They're full of their own fears and self-doubt. That's why they want to make you feel unseen. Because there's something about you that makes them doubt themselves. In the driving energy, we have the right time. That's in what's hidden. What's hidden, so in this energy, the right time, we're talking about why the silent treatment began to feel like peace. And the driving energy is the right time. Let's think about that. Let's explore that. If you're being given the silent treatment, when you're in a relationship with someone who is operating from their shadow, fear, self-doubt, a lack of confidence, insecurity, the goal is to make you feel small or unseen, because that makes them feel like they are somebody, right? That gives them a sense of control in a situation where they can't control themselves. So the goal is to control someone else, and make someone else feel smaller than they feel about themselves. So the right time, the silent treatment, and finding peace within that time. Let's think about it. When the toxic person, the narcissist in your life, is in your energy, is talking to you, they're not ever really talking to you. They're really talking at you, or, complaining, or, misjudging, weaponizing communications. Whatever it is, that when you're in communication with these people, it's like drinking poison. They disrupt the peace within your nervous system. You literally have no peace. And so when they're giving you the silent treatment, it's the right time for you to take a moment, to take a beat, as they say. Take a breath. It gives you space. Because when they're not speaking to you, when they're angry and off doing their own things and out of your energy, what you're left with a lot of times is, in the beginning, you want connection. You're trying to gain understanding, and you're trying to figure out, oh, what did I do wrong? How can I fix this? I really want to connect with this person. I don't understand. And it's irritating your nervous system. You can't think straight. You can't function. But over time, when that type of behavior continues to happen, what happens is you find yourself in having understanding that this is something that is occurring on a regular basis. So when they go through that cycle where they're not speaking with you, it's the right time for you to take an opportunity for yourself to gain, to breathe, to allow your nervous system to kind of recalibrate until the next cycle, because it always comes around again. But that's the driving energy. Is maybe the silent treatment is, maybe it comes in divine timing. I know for me it did. It was like divine timing. Like I needed a break. From this person, and I began to understand, sometimes it's important to remember that even when you're in these situations, things are still in some way working out for your good. Okay, so driving energy, that cycle, that silent treatment, the argument, the disagreement that comes right before they're offended, they're, their mask, their ego is bruised and they take distance from you. And right about that time is when you need that distance, okay? In the foundation, we have reckless. The foundation of this type of behavior is it's just recklessness. This person doesn't know how to regulate their own emotions. This is when they're acting like they don't care. The card says you're acting like you don't care and waiting for it to crash and burn. Be warned, it's easier to change course now than to clean up the mess later on. So this is the foundation. In the position of foundation, stability. And this person is acting reckless. So what does that do for stability? They don't understand that eventually it's going to crash and burn. Okay? You can't keep continuing in reckless behavior and think that eventually there's not going to be some kind of consequence to that behavior. Okay, and in the path, the shift, the change, we have humiliation. It says criticism will always come, so choose that which brightens your soul, no matter the judgments. This is someone who wants you to feel humiliated. That's the goal of this type of treatment, to make you feel small, like you don't matter, to make you feel unseen. That is the goal. But understand that you don't have to accept the judgments of this person. You are in a position where this is the understanding of what this person is trying to do. They're trying to make you feel humiliated and small so that you come back begging for their attention. They're trying to put you in your place. That's what the silent treatment is all about. It's about putting you in your place because you have stepped out of line. You have said something that bruised their ego, which that's not hard to do. All you have to do is disagree with these people and their ego is bruised. But whatever you did, this is their punishment. Okay? But understand, we're going to get right into the tarot with this and dig a little deeper, because this is most definitely a pattern. And what they don't understand is that this pattern of making you feel unseen is an act of self-sabotage on their part. They're trying to, first of all, they don't believe that they deserve you. That's the reason they have to make you feel small. They understand, they feel like you're better than them. You know what I mean? Even though, and this is why they want to control you. This is why they want to make you feel unseen, because you are seen. And so they don't understand that this is an act, an unconscious or conscious, but I believe it's unconscious. I don't believe that they're consciously trying to sabotage themselves. I do believe that this is an unconscious behavior, but it's not unconscious in what they're doing. Like, they know what they're doing. I don't think they know why they're doing it. Okay. Anyway, Let's get into the tarot and see what we need to know about this particular pattern. And why it is see what this dynamic means. Just look into it and see what the cards have to say. Oh, okay. We're starting off in unseen. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Already we're starting off with change. This is something, the wheel is turning in your favor. Okay. Okay, so we have the wheels. The wheels turning in your favor. The Ace of Cups. This is divine love. This is an opportunity I don't know if that's a door or if that's a mirror on this card. But with the Ace of Cups, this is divine love. Okay? So with you feeling unseen, we're talking about why the silent treatment suddenly feels like peace. That peace, that time when this person is out of your energy, it gives you time. It allows for something to change, okay, in you. It allows you the space to be able to see your own divinity, for you to connect with your higher self, with the divine love that's there for you. And what this does is this breaks the foundation, okay? The foundation is this person being reckless. But this also breaks the foundation, in this pattern of you feeling unseen, right? All of a sudden, it doesn't, when this tower happens, when you get to the place where you actually look forward to the cycle when this person is not speaking with you, is not communing with you, when they're mad at you and they're trying to punish you and they think that they're punishing you, at some point you get to a place of peace, of reconnecting with yourself. That's the change. And with the Wheel of Fortune, this is a major arcana. This is a significant thing that happens, okay? It's like you get this moment to put this protective barrier around yourself, understanding that even though you may feel seen, and I do believe this is a mirror, even though you do feel seen, you do feel unseen, I'm sorry. With this Ace of Cups, you're accepting yourself as the divine person as you are. That's what you have time to focus on when you're in this energy, no matter what you're going through. And when you focus on your own divinity, when you have that time, when that change, that switch, like a light switch, goes off, And when this person is out of your energy, it allows for a great change to happen within you. The connection with yourself, the reconnection with your higher self. That's when you really do begin to go within, because you really have to. It's a healing for your nervous system. It allows you to reconnect with who you really are, even though you nothing has physically changed. Within your nervous system, it allows for something to change, okay, to get you out of fight or flight, to get you out of survival, and to bring you back into a place of resonance with yourself. And this is a tower. For this person, this is a tower. This is what they don't want. They don't want you to be connected to yourself. That's the reason why they're trying to give you the silent treatment. The silent treatment is a form of punishment. And so they want you to be in agony, in pain, feeling desperate to reconnect with them. This is what they want. They're not thinking, because they're very small-minded, they're not actually thinking that when they take space away from you, that is actually giving you a form of peace and the time and space to connect with your higher self, to reconnect with yourself, and maybe even to look in the mirror and just remind yourself of who you are. If that person understood that this is going on, that you're actually finding peace during the time that they're trying to make you feel unseen, they wouldn't use this tactic, because they would understand that this is not working in their favor. Okay, this would be a tower moment. Okay, because this breaks the foundation. The tower is on it's a false reality. Okay, it's a foundation built on a false reality. And they want to hold on to this false reality. And they're not understanding that them giving you space like this is actually destroying that false reality, because it's allowing you to come back to yourself, even for just a moment. Now, I don't know, you take this as it resonates, but I know that in my situation, my ex used to give me the silent treatment for at least a week at a time. He would not talk to me. And in the beginning of our relationship, it was difficult. It was hard. But I soon understood. It's like I just noticed one day that when he wasn't talking to me, that I could sleep. That's the first thing I noticed, that I could actually sleep when he wasn't talking to me. Because he wasn't talking to me, because he was giving me the silent treatment and not communicating with me. That at some point became my sanctuary. Okay, so if you're going through a moment, if you're going through times with someone who gives you the silent treatment, I know it's not easy. But trust me when I tell you, because these people, they don't let you rest. Take advantage of that. It's a time for you to reconnect with yourself. And that breaks the spell of this false reality. That alone, you don't have to do anything else. There's no magic to this. You don't have to do anything else. The only thing you need to do is recognize that you are in a false reality with this person, and that you need to stay grounded to your higher self, to who you really are. And that creates the change in you. They want you to feel unseen, but they don't understand they're initiating a change in you. And it's a good change for a good reason. Anything else we need to know about unseen? We have the Five of Wands. Look. She's holding a mirror up to herself, and she sees the cracks in this mirror. She sees she's looking at herself through a broken mirror. That's what this false reality is. It's challenges. This is the challenge here. It's obstacles, right? The challenge is you seeing yourself for who you really are. That's the challenge. When you're looking at yourself through a broken mirror, you think that you're broken. The obstacle is the way you see yourself. And you're not broken. You're just it's like this person is trying to reflect back to you that you are broken. That's the false reality. The false reality is this person trying to reflect something back to you, trying to make you believe that you are broken. But you're not. You're not broken. But this person is trying to break you. Absolutely. They're trying to break you in this false reality, trying to make you believe something about yourself that's not true, and trying to force you to believe something about them that's not true. But you have self-love here. You have self-love here. And the ability to change, right? The change is when you're feeling, when this person's trying to make you feel unseen, the change is you finding yourself. Is you finding yourself and the divine love that's available to you. That's the change. And that change brings down this false reality. And it allows you to overcome this obstacle of this person who's trying to make you appear as something that you're not. This is how they want you to see yourself. Broken. But that's not who you are. And you know that's not who you are because the Ace of Cups is here. And you overcoming these obstacles after this tower falls, this is justice. This is justice for a reckless person. Okay. This is exactly what they don't want to happen. It allows you to wake up. So that's the point. The reason why you find peace in the silent treatment is because that distance allows you to wake up. It allows you to put things in perspective. And that's justice because that's exactly what this person doesn't want you. This person doesn't want you to have clarity about who you are, clarity about your own emotions and your connection with yourself, your connection with the divine. This person doesn't want you to know that you are loved by the divine and that you are protected, that no weapons formed against you shall prosper with this tower, this false reality falling down that this person is trying to hold on to, but it's coming down because you're overcoming these obstacles. And that's what happens when you get space to regulate your own nervous system, to reassess and, reconnect with yourself and who you really are, and begin to see yourself not as this person who's in this broken mirror, but as someone who is whole, okay? Someone who is an earth angel. This is what they don't want you to know about yourself, but this is exactly also what they see in you. And that's why they want you to be unseen, to feel small. They don't want you to know who you are. Okay, self-sabotage, tell me. We have the Two of Wands. Planning. What's this plan? Planning for a new beginning. The Fool here. Wow. While this person is over here, so this is what they're trying to block. But this person is in self-sabotage. They're in self-sabotage because they can see. It's interesting how these people really are. They can feel like changes in you, Someone's planning a new beginning. This is what they're afraid of. Tell me, what's the new beginning? Yeah, the Two of Wands is about reimagining your life, reimagining a new beginning. But this is in their energy, so this is what they're afraid of you doing. This is why they want you all in your head. This is why they're trying to punish you and make you feel small. They don't want you to be able to think or be able to focus on, when you're in that energy and you're in constant fight, flight, or fawn, you really can't focus. This person doesn't want you to be able to focus on a new beginning without them. Tell me more about this self-sabotage. Oh, yeah. We have the Eight of Pentacles. The change is you working on your divinity. You working on self-love. In this silence, it's giving you time to work, to do some inner work, to reconnect with your higher self, with the Eight of Pentacles. In real time, it's giving you time in the 3D, like this person is away from you. This person is ignoring you and leaving you alone. And so it's giving you time to, while this person is in self-sabotage, they don't realize that they're in self-sabotage. But because they're in self-sabotage, remember, Things are always happening. I used to say this all the time. Things are always going on in the background, okay? There's always something happening that is unseen. Things are always happening in the background. So everything that needs to be seen is not coming to the light. And while this person is in self-sabotage by being so focused on trying to make you feel small and trying to punish you, it's giving you time, because this person is out of your energy, to reimagine a life without them, a new beginning. And it's giving you the opportunity to work on your connection, on making these changes, and your connection with the divine, and the divine, your self-love, your connection with yourself. It's giving you time to work on that. And you working on that, we have the Magician here. You have all the tools that you need to manifest what you truly desire in your life. So you have the tools, but not only that, this is allowing you to gain the power, and you stepping into this power is what is going to cause this tower to fall down, this false reality. Tell me about the right time. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands. It came out like this, and I turn it counterclockwise. So it's going to be in reverse. This person, the right time. I feel like I should have taken that upright. Let me clarify the Four of Wands real quick. The Four of Wands is about stability. So with this right time card, the driving energy here, it's the right time, right? So when we're talking about the right time, we're talking about aligned divine timing. So this situation happens in divine timing. Remember, God is in control. There are no accidents, okay? And everything that's happening is working out in your favor, even when it doesn't feel like it, even when it doesn't seem like it, you know? It's giving you an opportunity to come back to yourself when this person is out of your energy, to remember who you are, to heal your nervous system. So even though you may be in this connection, these breaks are very important, because it allows you to just, even if for a moment, to reconnect with yourself, with your life force. You may have felt depressed, stagnant, unfocused, all kind of negative emotions when this person began doing this to you. But at the moment when you begin to understand that this space, when this person is treating you this way, it allows you to regain just a little bit of your strength. I want to clarify this Four of Wands in reverse, this stability in reverse. I just want to see. We have the Ace of Cups. So, yeah. I don't like that. So with the Ace of Cups in reverse, that's that's the love of the divine, right? That's divine connection with your higher self. And it's all the way up here. So it needs to be in the upright in order for you to be able, in order for that, the cups are about water, about emotion, intuition. It's about you bringing, the Ace of Cups is about the beginning process of you having an initial intuition for you to bring something. It's an emotion that allows you to bring something from the unseen to the seen. And so that connection is very, very important because that's the beginning of your manifestation. You have to be able to feel it, right? You have to be able to feel the outcome of the Two of Wands. You know, that portal has to be open in order for you to be able to feel this Two of Wands energy of reimagining your life in this new beginning without this person, and for it to begin to work. Okay. These are pinnacles. Pinnacles are way down here on the tree of life, at the bottom of the tree of life. And so you need your emotions in order to manifest, in order to bring it down from the unseen. And then we have the Nine of Cups. This is independent. This is emotional independence. This is emotional fulfillment, which is down here. It's almost at the point of manifestation. That is what is. So you being, let me clarify. This is very important. The Ace of Cups is your connection with the divine. Okay, it's at the beginning of manifestation. You can't manifest anything without an emotional connection. Okay, remember your energy, and a very part of your ability to be able to manifest is to be able to feel, to have your emotions open, your meaning operating from your heart space. Okay. So the most important thing that this space of this silent treatment is giving you is the opportunity to maintain an open heart space. And in order to do that, there has to be a break in this bond with this negative energy for you to be able to reconnect with yourself and stay connected with yourself. But understand also, we have the Nine of Cups here. We're talking about more water, more flow, more intuition, more. And the Nine of Cups is when you get to a point of feeling fulfilled and emotionally fulfilled in already having this manifestation. Okay. So if you're emotionally fulfilled, the manifestation is down here. That manifestation is almost there. This person does not want you to be emotionally fulfilled at all, because that's where your power is. You need to be emotionally okay within your own emotions. So what this person is really trying to do is disrupt this make you feel like you can't, like you can't operate from your heart space, to make you bitter, angry, disappointed, to make you feel all the emotions that they don't feel. Okay. They want you to be like them. They're in self-sabotage. They want you to be in that same energy or worse, okay, of self-sabotage. So you in this Ace of Cups and Nine of Cups energy is destroying their foundation. It's destroying their stability. That makes them feel unstable. They don't want you in that energy where you're feeling emotionally stable. That's the whole point of the silent treatment, to break you, to punish you, to make you feel unworthy, unseen, to have you in a downward spiral and not emotionally connected to yourself. Because then you're stuck. Okay? Then you're stuck. So this tower and you overcoming obstacles, it's affecting their foundation. It's affecting their stability. Anything else? Anything else about self-sabotage? Yeah, your ability to manifest all of that. That's what they don't want. A magician, you're powerful. You have willpower. You have all the tools that you need to manifest the life that you want. And that's what they don't want that. That's going to mess up their stability, their foundation. We have the 9 of Cups in reverse. This is, again, see, we have the 9 of Cups upright here. This is affecting their foundation. And here we have the 9 of Cups reversed. This is someone who is emotionally dependent. This is someone who does not know how to regulate their own emotions. Very insecure. This is someone who is very dependent on you to regulate them. Very dependent. That's what they need. That's why they need reactions from you. This is an energy vampire. Someone who is emotionally draining. They have no power, no emotional power. And that's why their ego is so easily bruised. Why you can't talk to them. You can't have an adult conversation with them because they are emotionally stunted. Okay, anything else in self-sabotage? And this is what they want you to do to yourself, because this is the energy that they're in. Okay, nothing. Okay, let's move to right time. Right time, the 3 of Cups. This is a group. The right time, that's in what's hidden. It feels like support, emotional support. Maybe you have somebody around you who is giving you some emotional support. Maybe somebody praying for you. This is in what's hidden. We have the moon. Yeah, look at you. You're facing your fears. You're seeing the illusion. What's unseen is being illuminated. So now you're able to really see what's going on. You can see the false reality that this person, you can see the illusions that this person has cast upon you. It feels like somebody's really been praying for you. Like there's somebody out there who's really praying for you with this 3 of Cups energy. This is a group. Maybe somebody you know, maybe some friends, a friend group. And they may not be in your environment because their backs are turned. They may not be in your environment per se. Maybe you've been isolated from them, but they are praying for you, honey. They're praying for you, and their prayers are bringing illumination. Yep. They're praying for you to see the light. They're praying for you to be able to reimagine yourself in this new beginning. They're praying that you see that you deserve a new beginning, that you deserve something more. They're praying that you see the illusions and you wake up and realize that you deserve better. That there is a new opportunity out there, that there is something better out there for you. Anything else, bright time? And you know what they say about prayers. They come right on time, honey, right on time. We have the 5 of Swords, and this came out as a challenge. We're going to take it in reverse, turning it clockwise. This was someone with the 5 of Swords. This was someone who wants to win at all costs. This is someone who will lie. They will do whatever they have to do to win. But guess what? It's in reverse. They're not winning with you anymore. They can't win if you're not engaged. They can't win if you are reconnecting with yourself and you're seeing the illusion that you've been a part of, and that you're looking at yourself in the mirror, and you're not just looking at yourself in the mirror, but you're looking at yourself in the mirror, and maybe you're seeing the parts of you that are broken, the parts of you that allowed you to participate in this false reality, the parts of you that need to be healed. Right? The parts of you that you need to overcome, the shadow side of you that you need to overcome and heal. This is the parts of you that need to be healed. And that's the obstacle, right? The 5 of Wands is a card of overcoming obstacles and competition. Maybe this is someone who is in competition with you. Also, I'm sure they're always in competition with you. That's the reason why they have a problem with you, because you make them see things about themselves that they just can't have. They just can't have. They know that you see the broken parts of them, and they just can't have that. Maybe when they look at you, maybe when you look at them, they feel like you see straight through them. They feel like you see the brokenness. You see the broken parts of them. And with the 5 of Swords, you're not fighting with this person. You're not engaging with this person. You're not engaging with this person who wants to win at all costs. That's the blessing. That's the blessing. When this person is giving you the silent treatment, guess what? There's no argument. You are not engaged. You are over here finding your peace, reconnecting, or making sure that you are allowing your nervous system to reset, initiating the change of being connected to your heart space. There comes a time when you've dealt with this type of behavior for so long that you know how to turn it off. When they go away, you know that that's your time to rest. Anything else in the right time? Temperance. We have balance. Yeah. You not engaging with this person. The swords are about communication. This is someone who weaponizes communication, but because of this silent treatment, because they've chosen to make you feel unseen and ignore you and try to punish you, this is actually a blessing because it's allowing balance to occur. That separation of your energy from that person, that energetic boundary that's there, okay? It's allowing for balance and a rebalancing and harmonizing in your energy. No matter what this person is going through, they think they're off doing their own thing and they think they're punishing you. But what's really happening is you're being balanced and your energy is being harmonized, even if it's just for a moment. Let me tell you, healing is powerful, okay? And what allows people to withstand these type of relationships for so long is the fact that the blessing is there are these spaces where this person takes away from you, gets away from you, gets out of your energy, and they think you're suffering. But in these moments, that's when you're harmonizing. That is when you are balancing, rebalancing your nervous system and allowing the energy to flow because they're out of your energy for that time being. And it also allows you to really begin to open your eyes and see the cracks in this reality and see what's really going on. The more time you take away from these people, the more your eyes open, the more those rose-colored glasses are coming off. Anything else? This reckless energy. We have the Six of Coins. This is about sharing your energy. This is you understanding who to share your energy with. This is you gaining some understanding. When you begin to balance, it allows you to gain understanding about exactly who you've been dealing with. This person who has no true stability and who is emotionally bankrupt. And this is the person that you have been sharing your energy with. It allows you to see that and to understand what's happening. And to understand that when you continue to share energy with this person, you are being reckless. Okay? This person acts out of recklessness, period, all the time. Everything they do is reckless. But when you continue to give to this person who is emotionally unavailable, who is dependent emotionally, who literally depends on your energy, feeds on your energy, uses your energy to create emotional peace within themselves. This is an energy vampire, someone who's unstable and who uses your emotions. This is someone who wants to keep you in your emotions because they are dependent on your emotional reactions. So seeing you upset, any type of emotional reaction, you're feeding them. You see the Six of Coins? It's about giving. It's about generosity. You're being generous to this person who is just sucking the life out of you. But your balance is breaking the stability of this person, and this is what you need to stay in, your balance here. Anything else? We have the Eight of Wands. Yep. When you're giving to this energy, it's keeping you in it's oh no, this is the I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the Eight of Swords. This is the Eight of Wands. This is about you taking action, moving forward. So you're moving forward. You're realizing who to give your energy to, right? Understanding the dynamic of give and receive. What you are moving towards, you're moving forward because you're understanding balance, and you're understanding give and take. It needs to be equal, give and take, reciprocity, right? Which this person cannot give you because they have no foundation, no stability, and they're dependent. So they just want you to give, 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 give. But this is where you have to begin to take accountability for the way that you give, right? Because giving, it's a beautiful thing, but it's not a beautiful thing if you're the only one giving. You're recognizing here the balance in giving and receiving, okay? And maybe understanding that this person is not available to do that, cannot do that for whatever reason. Certainly not emotionally. They're building their foundation or trying to maintain a foundation off of what you give them. With the Eight of Wands, this is about taking action. It's about moving forward. Okay? This is the prayers of your friends, of the people in your life, that you would move forward. Okay? Anything else? The Hierophant. The Hierophant knows the truth. The Hierophant seeks the truth. This is an authority. This is someone who, this is someone that goes deep into understanding and tradition. This could also represent a contract, some type of agreement. And with the moon, what's hidden, the moon is illuminating what's hidden. The Hierophant sees what's hidden. I want to clarify. What's the Hierophant in the moon? Can you clarify, please? The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands takes action. It's about, it's a passionate energy coming in. It can also be an aha moment. The Knight of Wands, an aha moment. Something, a spark of, that aha, something clicks with this Hierophant in the moon. Oh, it's clicking. Got it. You have an understanding. You see something that you didn't see before. You see something, maybe secrets that this person has been hiding from you, or maybe things that, because when you have those rose-colored glasses on, you can't let me get one more card. You can't You don't see straight. You just really don't. You miss all kinds of things. My goodness. When I got out of, when I separated, my ex and I separated, I'm telling you, the longer I stayed away from him, the longer there was distance between us, the more things, my goodness, that I began to see so clearly that I could not see before. I just could not see when I was in connection with him. It was like my brain was in a fog or something. Anything else about the Hierophant and the moon and this aha moment? The Six of Wands. Okay, the Six of Wands is about public recognition. So you being able to see things, it's about victory, public victory. So you being able to see things clearly and taking authority over your own, being an authority, you being an authority, okay? It feels like you could have given this person some type of authority that they should not have. But you are taking your authority back, and that's giving you some type of victory. And the Four of Coins, holding on. Who's holding on? This is in the place of reckless. Who's holding on? Oh, maybe you're seeing that this person is greedy. Tell me about the Four of Coins. Hold on, let me just... Tell me about this Four of Coins. Three of Wands. Ah. This person is holding on, and you're trying to move forward because you're moving forward. They're trying to hold on. They're trying to keep you bonded. You see this lady with these pinnacles chained to her feet? This person is trying to keep you bonded in their life. Using illusions, delusions, secrets. They're trying to keep doing things in secret to try to keep you bonded. Because they see you expectancy, moving on. Okay. I saw the Two of Wands here earlier, so there's definitely some planning. Okay, tell us about the humiliation. Oh, you're innocent. Oh, they're trying to hold on to your innocence. You're innocent. Tell me more. Oh my goodness. The High Priestess. We have the Page of Cups and the High Priestess. You are someone who's highly intuitive. You are innocent. And this person is trying to hold on to you. This is who they see you. This is what they're trying to hold on to. Because this is what they want to benefit off of. This person knows your gifts too. This person sees you as someone who is very innocent, loving, giving, accepting, just like a child. Maybe you need to heal your inner child. also. But you're someone who's highly intuitive, highly spiritual. You may have spiritual gifts. You may read tarot. You may practice some form of divinity. You may be a believer. But you definitely are, you have divine gifts. And the Lovers, making aligned choices. This person can't humiliate you. That's why they want you in humiliation, because they see you. They see who you are. That's why they want you to feel humiliated. That's why. Humiliation rituals. They want you to feel small because they see who you are. You're someone who's very blessed. Someone who's innocent, like a child. Someone who is highly intuitive with spiritual gifts and blessed. You're blessed by the divine. You are a seer. You can see. You are highly intuitive. So you're connected to the subconscious. You see things that are unseen. You're also in alignment. And this is the conclusion. You're also in alignment. And this is what happens when you find your peace. So I want to encourage you. Every time that person comes into your energy, whenever, I'm not telling you to leave the connection. I'm telling you simply, it's one step at a time to take advantage of the time that you have. When this person is giving you the silent treatment, maybe you ought to let them. Just maybe. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying, just think about it. Okay? But I'm seeing you are in alignment. You are balancing out your masculine and feminine energies and beginning to, or if not already, making aligned choices. Oh my goodness, we have the star here following. Oh my goodness. Following the highest. In alignment with your highest calling. We have the star here. Your alignment has something to do with you being an authority. You're taking your authority back, first of all, over your life. And you're in alignment with your highest calling. Oh my goodness. That's such a blessing. Oh my goodness. And look, the devil reversed. The devil reversed. You are putting down this toxic energy, defeating the devil. I love it. I love it. This is what happens when you find your peace. When you find your peace, you find your alignment, you find your gifts, all of this, right? As many times as you receive the silent treatment in this relationship, understand that it is an opportunity. It's a blessing in disguise for you to take that silence, even though, once the shock is over and you're in it, you become very used to being alone because you literally are in this relationship alone. You're not in a relationship with another person. You're in a relationship with yourself, okay? And you're connected to a false person because that person is not even being themselves, okay? So you can't have a connection with the false person. You realize in that alone in that quietness, you realize a lot of things about that person, but mostly about yourself. You know, maybe you need to do some inner child work. Maybe it's the innocence that got you connected to this toxic individual. You know, a lot of times these people feel familiar to us. Their energy feels very familiar to us because a lot of us have grown up with this type of energy. And that's the connection. It makes us nostalgic. It feels familiar. It's a conditioning that made us think that this type of behavior was safe. It's a pattern that we're used to. And when you recognize that as a pattern, that's when you can heal it. It's all about awareness. Once you're aware, once you see, you really can't unsee. That's the beginning. That's where it starts, your healing. And while you're finding peace, this is the reason why that peace, that separation, that energetic separation from this person that they don't even understand they are blessing you with while they're trying to punish you, it gives you an opportunity to reconnect with yourself, to heal yourself, because healing comes from the inside. Once you're connected to your heart space, that's when you can heal yourself. You learn how to calm your own anxieties. You learn how to regulate your own nervous system because you have to. You're in survival. But this whole dilemma, remember, what the devil meant for your harm, and I don't necessarily believe in the devil, but I'm saying what's meant for your harm turns out to be for your good if you take the opportunity, wherever that opportunity lands. So that's my advice to you, is that when you find yourself with this person who punishes you with silence, that you take that as an opportunity. Look, the Ace of Wands. Take it as a spark of fire, a new opportunity. Okay? To reconnect with yourself. An opportunity to create an ending with the death here so that there can be a transformation. With this death, there's going to be a transformation. This is coming to an end, whatever this is. We have the 10 of Cups here. This is another 10, right? This is emotional fulfillment. This is wish fulfillment. And when you put that to an end, the transformation is wish fulfillment, emotional stability, love even, right? This is when you get your true wish because you've learned your lessons and you can grow, right? With the 7 of Cups, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. You have options, choices. You realize that the whole world is in your hands, right? You can have, be, do, have whatever you want. Yeah. This person is nostalgic. The 6 of Cups. stuck in the past, remembering the good times that weren't any good times, but they remember you in your energy. This is what they'll be stuck with. The Six of Cups energy, reminiscing about you and how good you were to them, how you made them feel good about themselves. Stuck in the past. While you're gaining wisdom, taking time and going within yourself to get inner wisdom and understanding for yourself with the Hermit. Yeah, you are, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Beautiful. So I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it was insightful. Until next time, may this reading help you see yourself more clearly, trust yourself more deeply, and choose the path that is truly yours. I will see you in the next reading. Take care.